Howdy, my name is Logan Mohr, and I am a political science major, and I am the class of 2023. A whoop! Yeah, actually, I am a part of MSC SCONA. I've worked on public relations for them for the past year, and it's been really eye-opening because it's a organization that I would never thought that I would have found myself in. It gets very different from I'm a political science major, but I had never seen myself in an MSc organization, especially SCONA. But I've been able to kind of expand what I've learned and expand my knowledge and my connections with people. I'm also just got asked actually recently. So I'm creating a documentary on campus for Texas A&M University, and it's focused solely on the LGBT plus community and how they kind of, how we, because I'm a part of the LGBT plus community, how we, how we're treated on campus, the culture around what we're doing, what the university does good for us, what the university doesn't. It's kind of like identifying a little bit of everything what's happening throughout the university within this group, and this is leading me to. I was asked recently to serve on a panel for the Draggieland. They asked me last week actually, and so I'm going to be on. It's the week before Draggieland, and so I'm just going to be speaking about my documentary, and just really connecting with those individuals, connecting with Draggieland, connecting with all these orgs, and being able to really kind of get more information and more people to be involved in the documentary as interviewees and as just people sharing their story and being their most authentic self. That's all I want here. So, I'm a first year nursing college student. So I kind of came in with a blindfold, as we all do, that are first gen students. I was applying to universities throughout high school, and I really didn't know where I could fit in the best. And so I was just kind of my parents kind of gave me you're doing great, but they really didn't know how to help me. And I really didn't know where to reach out to. So I just started applying random places. I came in toward Texas A&M. I felt like I could be here and belong. And so I applied, I got accepted, and then when I first came to the university, my first semester here, it was a kind of a culture shock. It wasn't what I had expected. It wasn't what I had that feeling at the very beginning. I felt like I could not be my most authentic self, and I was like, but that's okay because I want to change that. I want to be able to be a voice for these students and a voice for individuals that have the same experience as me. Because as the people that I've talked to throughout my journey here at Texas A&M and throughout the past couple months with first generation students, with students that have kind of had the same experience as me, they've all said they wish that could be the change, because that's how the unification starts within the student body, is being able to make the students feel like they're accepted and make them feel like they can be their most authentic selves. Because the student body, we are the most important thing here at the university, and we all value diversity, we all value inclusion, and we all value community, and we all value equity. And that's what I'm running on. That's my platform, and we all see this problem, and a lot of us are scared to face this problem because they don't know the outcomes of it. And I've kind of reflected on what I could do to help these students and these marginalized groups and the student body as a whole. And I was like, I want to be student body president. I was like, I feel like I could get my voice heard, and make the administration at least hear something, because it's just planting the seed. If you just plant the seed, you can hope it grows. So my campaign title is called More for Aggieland. My last name's Mohr. I have 4 points that I'm hitting on: is diversity, inclusion, community, and equity. And my slogan for it is called Empower You. So I want to empower students through diversity, through inclusion, through community, and through equity, to empower them to be their most authentic selves, to be the Aggie they want to be, and to be the person they can feel like, again, their most authentic self. They can feel like they belong here at Texas A&M University, because we all come here to, of course, get our education, but we come here to find a community. We come here to find a place that we can fit in, and it's being able to have that because we have 70,000 students on campus. There's a lot of us, and being able to have this community come together and grow together. More for Aggieland is not just my initiatives and my campaign for the student body. It's for you. It's for the students that experience these microaggressions, that experience these different things throughout the university and their experiences, to really show them, how they can fit in within the university, and it's to show them like they matter. It's to show that you matter, because all I want to give the university is more for diversity, more for inclusion, more for community, more for equity, more for you, and then more for Aggieland. So I've been asked that a lot, and I think qualification comes in a lot of different ways, especially through leadership. I've had extensive leadership training in terms of even through high school, serving as a state officer for an organization, and coming into college and not knowing again where I could fit in. So I was just trying to find, like, I kind of put my foot in like every pond, and I figured that I couldn't do that because I couldn't work a full-time job, have all these organizations, and have my classes on top of that, and have my office positions I'm already in. So I reevaluated, and I was like, what can I do for the university? So through what I've done with this documentary that I'm currently making, through my outreach with different organizations, through my connections that I have and the connections that I continue to grow within the university, and having these connections and having these people and this support system to help me, help you, and help the students of A&M. And again, leadership is, to me personally, is not just about words. I can say a lot of things that I want to do, but it's about action and showing the action that I've already taken here at the university to make it more diverse, to make it more inclusive, to bring this community together, to make it more equitable. I feel that has allowed me to boost my qualifications because I'm already taking action now before I'm put in as student body president. I'm already taking what I have learned and what I have gained throughout my experience here at Texas A&M, through my classes and the orgs I've been in, and put it towards something better for the university, to better the university, to move it forward, to allow it to grow. And it's not just about what I can do now, but it's about for the future Aggies and the impact that can be made for them. Because we have short-term goals and we have long-term goals. And all of my goals follow the SMART goal system. So they're specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, they're realistic, and they're timely. So I've been able to structure that on my platform and structure that within what I've learned throughout the university to put this for the students, because my initiatives all fit under that and allows for these initiatives and these platforms to continue to grow even after I'm gone, even after I'm no longer student body president, because I will always have my connection here at Texas A&M University. I will always be a part of the Aggie community because we're once an Aggie, always an Aggie. And so it's having that and having that saying of once an Aggie and always an Aggie, and being able to see what the work I put in and what the work the students have put in to grow these initiatives throughout the university. I am thoroughly excited. It's going to be a beautiful thing. And I think that's what makes me most qualified, is the passion, my leadership experience, and what I've already done now and the action I've taken to further the university before as student body president. I'm a photographer.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
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 So, tell us a little bit about your photography. Like, what do you love about it?
Goodness gracious. My photography, oh goodness, it started actually a year ago, so it's only been a year. And I didn't realize that I could take photos. I was handed a camera and I was like, wait, what do I, like, what's ISO? What's shutter speed? Like, I was like, take this camera and like, take a picture. I'm like, okay. Like, I said, is this good? And they're like, it's out of focus, but we'll get there. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, that's great. And then after like a couple months, I started practicing more, and it was like I caught on really quickly, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun now. Like, I can actually do this. And kind of like fun fact, I use that photography skills to like expand videography skills, and I kind of like co-instructed a workshop in Alaska focused on the LGBT plus community. and use those skills to help the students like have a safe space to talk to us because they were younger students. They're like high schoolers, and so because like a lot of them weren't out, a lot of them were like very scared to like be their most authentic selves. So like they came and talked to us. It was for 3 months, and they were just kind of like chit chatting, and we brought in mentors from around the U.S. To talk to them and to really speak to them and like have these dialogues and these conversations. And they interviewed their mentors, and their mentors interviewed them, and they made a 3-minute, 1-minute videos that was released in Pride Month by the Pride Association in Alaska. So like that little hidden talent kind of tied into kind of my start of my journey with my advocacy work for the LGBT+ community.